taller. He'd try to utilize his reach, but that may not necessarily be so. Only lost 3 fights, but he's up at 165 now, and he said, you know what? These guys hit a whole lot tougher than those other guys. So long now to the 165-pound division. Daniel Jacobs is a defending champion, but not at 165 pounds, at 152 pounds. William Boggs will be his.
In the red corner, representing New York Metro franchise, Daniel Jacobs. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner from the Pennsylvania franchise, William Boggs.
Take care of business, baby.
So here we go at 165 pound. Daniel Jacobs, as we said, he's the defending champion at 152, but he's coming up here, and that's not always an easy change to make. Trying to work the body and then come upstairs. Jacobs being very busy early in this fight.
Many people believe Daniel Jacobs could be the best boxer, period, here at this tournament.
Boy, just getting out of the blocks very quickly here. Ducks under a right hand from Boggs. One thing that Jacobs does not want to do, and he said it himself, I don't want to get into a brawl. And he said, sometimes I tend to do that. My corner will remind me.
Andre Rozier, his trainer, did in fact remind him several times during a semifinal match not to do that. He said he did it in a very forceful way.
Yes, he did. He said some of the best shots he's taken have been from Andre.
He said he needed the standing 8 count once in the corner.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think Andre will have anything to complain about, though, at least through the first minute and 10 seconds or so. Big right hand.
He thought, did Daniel Jacobs, of course, that he'd be facing Jonathan Nelson of Little Rock, a local favorite here, one of the best in at this weight class, and Boggs upset him in a very controversial decision.
This is a very big first round for Jacobs.
I want you to close your defense, all right? You don't have to reach for him. Set the jab, bring the right hand and then the left to the body and bring it up to the chin. You hear me? Keep walking him into the right hand. Okay. And then fire the hook once you land it, all right? Let's get this thing going.
Good count. You understand what I'm saying to you? Now, what are you going to do this round? What we talk about? Push him back. Okay? He come out the aggressor that round. I want you to go out the aggressor. He can't fight going backwards. I'm telling you right now, man. I know this boy.
All right, you're as strong as this guy. You're stronger than this guy. This is the weakest 165-pounder you fought. You hear me? Now let's go. Show me all the skills that you did yesterday to win that fight. All right?
Come on, bring him. Stop reading.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, Boggs may be stronger, although you couldn't really tell that. And the reason he says that, of course, is because Jacobs is moving up. And it's a big jump. It's a 13-pound jump.
It is. And oh, boy, he came out, didn't he? Like his corner told him to. And when we talked to Jacobs, he talked about the fact it's been rough during the course of this, even though he's won his way into this final against some big, strong people.
Good jab from Boggs.
Daniel Jacobs is the complete package when it comes to being a boxer puncher. He's got some very, very good moves. And we've seen him switch around in this fight and look comfortable from both sides.
Yeah, again, we said this earlier about another fighter, but he's a very balanced fighter. He doesn't lean in too much one way or another. He seems centered.
And I like Daniel Jacobs better as a righty than a lefty. I think he punches with more fluidity and more power. William Boggs is an 18-year-old, though, who I don't think knows any fear. I mean, and when I say that, I mean he wants to compete. He didn't have it last night against Nelson when he had the big upset, and he doesn't have it tonight against a fighter who most people, I'm sure, when they whisper that, oh, Daniel Jacobs, you know, he's going to be tough for you to beat. But he's got the will to hang in there.
Well, he comes out of Brooklyn, and of course, Brooklyn has literally been a hotbed of great fighters, even great heavyweights. Of course, Mike Tyson, maybe one of the latest. Boggs doing a better job here in this round.
Yeah, he's had his moments.
Good shot there, though, by Jacobs.
They're both landing really good right hands.
Too high. Let's get a little bit lower. All right? Okay. Off the jab, shoot that straight right to his solar plexus, all right? And bring the left uppercut up the middle. Let's get the pyramid going. Now it's time to get it going because he slowed down. Let's walk it.
He went backwards. He's going away from me because you're too strong for him.
Breathing down. Slow it
okay?
down. Slow it down.
Give me one more thing. I tell you, here, then you come up here. You angle out when you're done, okay? Don't pull straight back, don't stand
This is
there.
the weakest puncher you've fought all week, isn't it? This guy ain't hurting you now. You want to win this thing?
Stay on it.
Boy, you got half a fight left to take charge now.
Jab, jab, boom. You took charge that round, and you slacked off, and you took charge again at the end. You hold it, give me some big shots.
You got half the fight you have to win now, okay? Let's get on the scoreboard. You need 2-3
They told
punches.
William Boggs to come out fast. Well, look at this. You'll see from the view above, he came out about as fast as you can, ripping shots to Jacobs. Jacobs able to get away. And then toward the end of the round, Jacobs took over when he got him against the ropes, landing some really good clubbing right hands. Now Jacobs comes out as a lefty.
It was not a bad last round for Boggs. I'm not sure that he won the round, but it wasn't a bad round for him. Jacobs said finishing college is first and foremost, and he says, and I'm quoting, I want to get my family out of the ghetto, I want to become rich, I want to manage my money through my family, I want to quit boxing and be a witness for Jehovah, he said.
There you go. Well, you know, I said I like him better as a righty. He's making a liar out of me because Jacobs is really performing well as a lefty in this round. His right hook is fantastic, and he is performing extraordinarily well. So I stand corrected. And the right uppercut, a very good punch for Jacobs as a lefty.
And doing good body work, too, and eventually the arms will come down.
And can I tell you what else I like? He's staying as a lefty. A lot of times fighters will switch, and my theory is if you're going to fight a certain way, give it a round, and unless you're getting battered. And if it's working, give it a full round. Wow, nice combinations by Jacobs on the inside there. He doesn't look like he came up in weight to this weight division. Doesn't he look like he belongs here?
He does. In fact, he looks to me like he can even carry more. He said he's about 160, really.
He's having a monstrous third round here.
Nice combination right there. Big round for him.
I want you to focus up. Put your hands up. I want you to focus up. All right, this is the last round, okay? Take a deep breath. This is the last round. I want you to take care of business this round. Let's get the short combinations going. Hit them in the body and then step around them. Don't stand there in front of them after you complete the
You're not out of reach, but you're losing the
You
fight.
just got to have the best round you've ever had in your life. Why are you showing this guy respect?
Boggs looks like he might be a little
I
tired.
told you to go after the guy. You're not going after him, so.
Billy, you fought a better guy. You fought
As a southpaw, very effective in that last round was Daniels. Jacobs, excuse me. He threw some excellent combinations when he got Boggs against the ropes, and the right hook was especially effective for him in the last round.
This for the 165-pound championship, and this event historically, and we've been talking about the history of the Golden Gloves. Michael Spinks won the championship at 160 pounds. And so did a guy who, I guess you'd have to be a boxing purist to go back and remember, but Joey Maxim wound up being the light heavyweight champion, was involved in one of the great fights of all time with Sugar Ray Robinson. Back at Yankee Stadium, I think that fight was, and the Heat was the winner.
Ray Robinson wilted under the heat, and of course Maxim had to fight in the same heat, but still, yeah, Joey Maxim, a tremendous fighter.
He was champion at 160 pounds was the limit then. Now it's 165.
Jacobs showing us that he can certainly handle this weight. He was ranked #2 in the 152-pound division. Had lost in the national championships to Demetrius Andrade, who saw, and now he's jumped up to 160, jumped up in weight and doing very well.
And he told us that he's about 160, so he's got a ways to go. He was really a kind of a tweener. It's hard for him to get down to 152, where he probably would be stronger, but he's 5 pounds short of the limit here.
Yeah, which is okay. You know, there's nothing inherently wrong with that, as long as you can handle these guys, and he's showing you can handle them.
No question.
And now he's back to righty, and he's having a great round as a righty. So I have to say, honestly, this is a guy who can fight from both sides very well. And the body shots from Jacobs, tremendous.
And he didn't have to get the look from Andre Rozier.
No. Wow, clubbing right hands hurt Boggs, and a good uppercut. You know, if he shortens his punches just a little, Daniel Jacobs, and I mean just a little, he is going to be as good an amateur as you're going to want to see.
He's just really finishing in style here. Big time. That's it. No doubt about the outcome of this one, I don't believe.
And I think Daniel Jacobs knows it.
Well, we talked about the look that Andre Rozier gives Daniel Jacobs. He said, you know, it's like the look your mother gives you. You know, that look that just freezes you? Kind of like I'm looking at you.
And your champion is from the red corner, representing New York Metro, Daniel Jacobs.
And he holds aloft the Bronxville hat. And as we said, there have been so many champions that have come out of that very tough area in Brooklyn. And maybe this is the latest. Daniel Jacobs, very impressive in his debut in the 165-pound division. So he's now 1-2.